So today I'm going to be showing my 3 favorite takedowns from Super 32. These are just the takedowns that I've boom, boom, boom. So today I'm going to be showing my 3 favorite takedowns that I saw from Super 32. These are just the takedowns I happen to come across. I'm going to explain why I like these takedowns so much. So first clip, this guy is going to do a duck under, enter into upper body, and eventually, I guess, throw the guy for a takedown, right? Goes backwards, almost like a suplex, but not quite a suplex. The reason I like this so much, and it's funny because I was just emailing a guy named Jeff about this, but the duck under to a body lock, a duck under to any upper body position is very underrated, right? So typically when you do a duck, you want that guy to fall on his hands, and then it's an easy takedown. A lot of times against better wrestlers, or when that pressure wasn't quite there, they won't do that, but they'll still be leaned over enough and have to recover enough to where you can enter upper body. I did a video about this over 2 years ago. Use the duck under to throw any wrestler. It's a very good, and ever since I posted that video, I have so many more examples of that. I've been meaning to do a part 2 of that video for the longest. Here is Chan Slammer versus Austin Gomez. Chan Slammer using it, and you can see he was close to going feet to back. Obviously, Austin Gomez is very good, especially in upper body positions. But he goes duck under. Austin Gomez almost just falls over, right? It was good pressure, a good feel from Chan Slammer. You can see he's very close to almost touching his hand on the mat. But he does a great job of catching himself, getting back in balance. But even once he does that, Chan Slammer is already around the body, right? So it's a great entry to upper body. The duck under is a move that we like because the slitness of it, but the second moves that can come from the duck under is actually really, really, really cool. So that's the number 1 takedown. Second takedown is his Fireman's carry from Anthony Knox, and I like it for different reasons. So if you guys watch the channel, you know that I prefer the Fireman's carry finish when you go over the head, the way Spencer Lee does it, the way Austin DeSanto does it. Called the lazy fireman or the inside dump, whatever you want to call it. I don't really like the one too much when you go across the shoulder for folk style because you're less likely to end up with back points. In freestyle, it doesn't matter what you do, right? In freestyle, that one is actually better. But in this example, he still put himself in a position to get back points because he's in a position to get something that I call a trap leg turk or a trap turk, where you put your opponent's foot above their knee and then you trap it with your leg. You can even trap it with your arm. It's a really, really good position, right? And if you end up in this position, you should get back points. So I wasn't watching the Super 32 tournament. I was just gonna watch a few guys, maybe the finals matches. But I saw this on Floor Wrestling, and once I saw him get this position, I was very curious if he went on to get back points. Because when you get into this position, back points should be almost automatic. Almost automatic. So here you have Andrew Alirez when he won his national title. First round of that tournament, he gets a trap leg turk. So it's not trapped right now, because his opponent can still crawl forward. Once he get his ankle underneath his opponent's leg, that's when it becomes trapped. You can see him reaching back forward and getting it. Now it's trapped right here. Once you get this, man, cross face them, they have to go to their back. I call it a trap leg. It's just a turk, right? And the reason why I call it the trap leg turk is because the leg is trapped. But most people are more familiar with the split leg turk, right? That's one we see more often. You can easily split the legs, whatever. The reason that works so well is when you get the ankle above your opponent's knee. But it's different cues for that move. I don't think everybody realizes. Sorry for the mouse. I don't think everybody quite realizes why it works so well. So right here, you have the opponent's ankle above his knee. Now this one is nasty because the heel is right in the hip. But he hits a crossface, easy back points. I have an entire video about this. Turn low singles and other leg attacks in the pins, where you can see I go over multiple examples of the trap leg turk or the trap turk. So going back to this video, Anthony Knox, the actual match footage. So he does the traditional fireman. He gets the trap leg turk. So really just wanted to know. I mean, he's number 1 in the country, very good. I wanted to know if he was going to utilize the position I see some wrestlers end up here on accident and they just give it up. They don't realize what they have. But no, he's able to crossface and get a full set of 4 back points. Now, I know what a lot of guys are going to say. In high school, this is going to get called for potentially dangerous. I'm not saying it won't ever get called for potentially dangerous. That's not true. But I've also seen powerhouse get called for potentially dangerous in high school. However, to say that this will automatically get called is false. One, because I'm showing you a high school match. That's one. Secondly, another match I watched at Super 32 was this rematch between Drew Gorman and the guy who upset him in the championship bracket. They met again in the consolation bracket. A minute and 6 seconds, he ended up with a minute and 6 seconds left. He ends up getting the trap turk on his opponent, and he kept it for 53 seconds, and the referee didn't stop it until there was 13 seconds left. And this is the nasty example. Drew's corner was actually saying, "Hey man, what are you doing?" This is a nasty example with his heel into his hip the entire time. Didn't stop until 13 seconds left, right? And that pretty much won the match. He was only up 2-0. Drew Gorman didn't even have the opportunity to end up earning an escape and getting the takedown because he got rolled out right there. You can't do anything from there. And then my third and final favorite takedown is once again Jax Forrest hitting this grounded slide by against Seth Mendoza. When I saw the score was 9-3, I just knew Seth Mendoza somehow fell for this again. And I wanted to see, and yes, he did. So it was 2 reasons why this is my favorite takedown. One is because, let me replay it. He went from a far leg carry, far leg dump attempt, even though it was a bad attempt, straight into the slide by. And I've done 2 videos focusing solely on Jax Forrest so far. And in both videos, I pointed this out. That his elbow control slide by leads into his Fireman's dump barrel roll family of moves. And his Fireman's dump barrel roll leads into his elbow control slide by. And this is super, super rare. JD on the announcement even talked about it, how rare it is. And then in the video I posted of Jax Forrest last week, 3 reasons Jax Forrest has the best slide by in the U.S. Reason number 3 was his dump carry that leads into his slide by and is also set up by his slide by. It is extremely rare that you have 2 moves that can both chain into the other one. Usually it's a one-way relationship. So it's something that I've been harping on for the longest. And they both use the same tricep grip on the arm. So slow motion, he tries to far leg dump, barrel roll, whatever you want to call it. Now, Seth Mendoza is on his knee, and Jax Forrest has control of his tricep elbow area. Do anything, Seth Mendoza, besides reach for his tricep and get an inside tie. Do anything other than get an inside tie, right? You did it at 3 months ago in the Fargo finals, hit you with a slide by. You did it a few weeks ago at the at Who's Number One, hit you with the slide by, right? You're in the same exact position. Get off of your knee. Now, I'm not saying that Jax Forrest can only hit this move when you're on your knee. I'm not saying that at all because that's not true. However, if you are on your knee, he is going to hit it 99% of the time. And that's exactly what he did. That's number three in the country. I just expect better. I'm not trying to Monday quarterback. Obviously, Seth Mendoza is absolutely fantastic wrestler. But I just expect him to kind of make the adjustment to reach for an inside tie. I just don't know why. Get elbow control. Do something other than get the inside tie. That's exactly what Jax Forrest is waiting for. So then he ends up scoring on him that way once again. I'm going to show the clips of the other times Jax Forrest was able to do this against Mendoza. So this is at Who's Number One. Jax Forrest tries to do an arm drag. Seth Mendoza is on his knee while reaching up for the collar tie. And that's just going to end up with Jax Forrest hitting them with a elbow control slap by. And then last clip, you have in the Fargo finals, Jax Forrest is going to shoot a double. The second he realizes he doesn't have the double, he grabs the tricep. Now Seth Mendoza is on his knee while reaching up for the inside tie. As you guys already know, this is going to lead to him getting hit with an elbow control slide by. Adjusted well to it, but Jax Forrest still was in a good position to score. And he did. Getting the slide by while your opponent is on the ground, it's on their knee, It's a video I posted over 2 years ago. Caden Hensel, who loves to slide by, even did a reaction video to this almost 2 years ago in December of 2022, and he labeled it, "This move works 99.9% of the time. It is a fantastic technique. Yeah, people need to work on more." So those are the videos. If you haven't already, look at Earn Your Gold Academy. I have an entire video on my channel explaining all the benefits of that. The only $100 for a lifetime membership, no monthly payment, no yearly payment. Access to 10 courses. It's going to be 12 soon because I'm going to add a bottom course, and I'm also going to add a duck under course, right? So check that out, and I will see you guys on the next video.